Hi, I'm Carcina. Oh, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it.
No one knows Carcino and none of these.
There's so much going on in the world, and I'm just giving my 2 cents on it. Go in and do a raid at someone's house, but you don't have an arrest warrant for them. Woo! What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Get your popcorn ready for all you early people getting ready to go to work. Everybody else, they're going to have to get it when they wake up. Now, in case you hadn't noticed, Charlemagne had broke some news out to the world that some people were investigating Drake and Akademiks. Right? Hey, hit the like button up and then hit that hype the video because y'all gonna want to stay in tune for this one. Now, they didn't know who's the culprit. What's going on? They lost. Everybody is so blind. They don't know what's going on. They all in a flux. And don't forget, on my Patreon, we got the Michael Jackson and Joe Jackson video over there. And that's for Patreon users. So you're going to want to check that out. But as I told y'all before, this thing is going to get crazy. This thing going to get mad crazy. Yeah, that one's burning up everything right now. Yeah, we got the Cameron and Dame Dash video coming too. Don't worry about that. Don't even worry about that. But let's stay here because Cameron has got nothing on this story right here. Now, Akademiks and Drake, you know that they're involved in this thing with Steak, right? With Aiden Ross, Drake, and they have the gambling lawsuit. Remember the guy who sued them from Missouri? Now they got a lawsuit in New Mexico and Virginia. Because Stake.us has been pretending to be one thing, knowing that these states have none gambling. And they've been trying to find a workaround and saying that they've been using people such as Drake, Akademiks, and Aiden Ross to get these things done. Yep. Yeah, Jason Newfo of what's that? Rochelle, New Jersey. He said he lost money on Stake and other online casinos violating the state gambling regulations when it comes to that New Jersey thing and all that, right? So they said Drake, Aiden Ross, and Akademiks have all used their celebrity status to promote Stake while hiding the deals that they got with their platforms and other lawsuits that they got, and accusing Stake of financing a scheme to inflate Drake's streaming numbers. Now, this wouldn't have happened had he not messed with Universal. But this thing is going to get a lot more complicated than what you know, right? Because the Iceman, baby, won't you come get me? Freeze a while. Freeze a while. Oh, definitely. Now, Iceman out here trying to do big things, right? But Iceman been messing up. Iceman needs some help. and Lucian and those guys when he tried to embarrass Lucian Grange and embarrass those people? Are you insane, buddy? Okay. So Sloppy, you can be mad at me all you want. You got bigger fish to fry, but all you puppets are in trouble. Now, here's the big deal. Well, I want people to understand it and know what's going on, you know. Akademiks runs into Charlemagne when he calls him and said, hey, you know, I found some information out. There's an investigation going on, like a real federal investigation. Things have gotten political. So they don't understand it. What you mean it's political? Akademiks is like, I don't do politics, but you was at Mar-a-Lago. You was sitting there with Trump Jr. They ain't forgot that with a dirty, nasty, slobbed on hoodie, looking ridiculous. You got on a hoodie when it's like 185 outside. So now you've been in the crosshairs. So Charlemagne was trying to give you a warning, which put his own self at risk by even doing that. Now everything's flipped upside down. Akademiks want to know who told you. He can't tell you who told him, because that's going to really expose him. But see, this is the lesson Jay-Z had to learn when he opened his mouth to Damon Biggs the first time. There will never be a second time. The people that told him said, hey, this is your warning. Don't ever discuss what we discussed ever again. Charlemagne's going to get that warning now, and he better heed it. Now, y'all might be saying, well, what's the news? Well, Charlemagne called and let him know.
Oh, tell me now.
I saw some panicking.
Tell me now.
Yo, can you ask whoever edited the episode, not pick? Charlotte mentioning crypto, not trying to get my home invaded.
Charlemagne mentioned crypto, not trying to get my home invaded. This is George Dwin saying this. Remember, in a recent video by Charlemagne, he said that the private investigators were already outside his home. Now he's worried that they're mentioning crypto, and because probably what he's doing isn't legal, especially in the area of Australia.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Hold on.
Who's panicking?
I saw some, hold on. Said I'm cooperating and that I stole $4 million from Ack with a 3-hour call from Charlotte. And Ack was like, he was mad because he no longer controls narratives. And Ack's clips all over the timeline. Then said he's a part of it. Charlotte working with them in this Rock Nation, trying to harass with lawsuits because no way any of these lawsuits and investigations real. Haven't spoken to anyone. Ack said it's Charlotte.
Woo! George Dwin just threw Akademiks under the bus. Got him. They're panicking, y'all. They're panicking, and you got to know, they're going to go after the small guys first. If anybody gets done first, it's going to be this man before Akademiks, but he's going to lead the way for him. They are all getting cooked soon, bro.
Yeah,
How you
throw your man under the bus?
Where you getting this information?
Yo, George Wynn, how you throw your man under the bus? Oh, Ack called me right away after telling me he's capped. And then a day later, Jeremy Heck comes out with the same info that Charlotte has, saying Ack funded by Republicans and Drake is Trump funded. And he's also doxing me. So Ack tells me take the gloves off. What the fuck, George?
So now he literally just snitched on Akademiks and is telling Charlemagne that the reason why I'm attacking you is because Akademiks gave me the green light. He is snitching on his own boy, bro. He is snitching on the commands that he was given by his higher ranking establishment. Akademiks is the one that's telling him to slander Charlemagne and other people.
That's George texting that?
George Wynn?
How'd you get
George?
Hold on.
Why doesn't George want his picture out?
How do you
But why doesn't George Wynn want his picture out? How can George get on Akademiks TV How can George get on the internet and have all of these people say the most salacious, wild shit about folks, but he doesn't want his picks out? He thinks people are him? Are you serious?
I think it's because he's doing something that he's not supposed to be doing. I think he's doing something in the area of Australia that isn't legal. I think he knows that this crypto situation is a lot more dangerous than people are thinking about. I think it's getting more worse and the walls are closing in.
And why? Why is he so afraid of crypto?
What's wrong? Wait, why?
I don't know.
I feel like when you're saying why
he said
right
Charlotte
now.
mentioning crypto, not trying to get my home invaded. Why would your home get invaded, George Wynn?
It's bad enough that he already got people investigating him and people camping outside his home. I think this is serious. I think the laws in Australia are very different than America. And I think they're cracking down on him more than they would if he would be in America too.
In Australia? Why would your home get invaded? I just don't understand why his home would get invaded, Schultz. I'm just trying to figure this out, man.
Can't we all get along?
I'm just trying
Why can't we all get along?
I'm just trying to figure this out.
Why can't we all get along?
I don't have any issues, okay? I just think it's funny that, okay? Yeah, I just think it's funny that people get sent things about folks, getting money via crypto.
Guys on the internet.
And it could be violating the legal gambling law. Listen, this is what I was told.
I'm telling you, the law is going to be different everywhere you go. If you go.
And it's just like that here in the United States. Now, you might be asking, where did this investigation come
America
from?
is going to be different. If you go to.
And this is where the Cino comes in at. This is where, oh, yes, we already said recipes to Take Keith. Take Keith, fuck them niggas up. Now, this is where the Cino comes in at. Because now Drake name is being this George Wynn guy. It's about 3 of these guys, right? And he tells them, look, all 3 of you guys, do you understand what's happening here? This is a major problem. All 3 of these guys in trouble. Oh, absolutely. The people he named, they're all in trouble. And Drake and the George Wynn had already told the investigators that Drake, they get orders from Drake and Akademiks. And Akademiks TV, which Akademiks saying, hey, I don't run, but George is like, look, we get our orders from Drake and Akademiks. So now that brings RB Graham into the situation. And now with crypto, this guy's facing a bigger problem now. With hiding some money in crypto, buddy, if you gave this guy any money, or if he had any money from all of you guys in crypto, it's going to be a pay to play to spread propaganda, falsehoods, and you did anything to increase or promote anything crypto for anybody to invest, that's fraud. And we're talking 20 years, 30 years, 40 years. Guys can be facing a lot of time. Now, how did Charlemagne get this information? Once again, this is why the Cino's here. How do you think he got this information? This is an election year, biggest election year in a long time. November is going to be hot. And this summer, everybody's going to try to do their best to campaign. They're going to be trying to spend money, fix streets, save kids out of there because they don't want to lose their office. The Republicans are scared. The Democrats they are on the trail. And it's looking real bad for them in the light. So now what do? What do they do? Hmm? Well, it's very clear. Here's what they do. Oh, thank you. Appreciate that. Appreciate the cash app. We'll address the cash apps in a minute. But I appreciate that. By the way, the cash app is Carcino. We appreciate you. Now let's stay true to form here. Now, who was Charlamagne's best friend who he used to bring on the radio show all the damn time? A politician, lobbyist, personality who had him a deal on HBO and had him doing his Netflix thing now. A person simply known as Angela Rye. Angela Rye got Charlamagne this information. That's the source he don't want to give up. And why this thing is going to take a whole new life? Things are going to get real hectic for Akademiks in the next about 90 days. 90 days is going to be hell for him. He's going to have so much going on with legal problems. And it's already kicking off and starting. Akademiks lawsuit 2 years ago when the girl was claimed that she got worded by two of his friends and he had it all on his security camera tape, which they showed in court. And then the legal paperwork, he sent her the footage. She wore a wire. When she came and talked to him on the phone, they taped the conversation. There's a police record, and she didn't go down to do the interview. And now she has. So just last week, probably a week and a half ago, she decided to come back in to reignite the case. She came down and gave her testimony. All of a sudden, out of the blue, yep, all of a sudden, out of the blue, gives her testimony. And this case is now moving forward. So now this major case, which is a civil case for Akademiks, so he's not facing jail time, but financially, this could be devastating for him, as he can lose $5 to $10 million in a settlement that he might not even have. Plus, whatever this might be, plus another thing that's coming after this. Oh, yeah, because if he loses that case, other girls and other so-called people might come out with civil cases against Akademiks. And here's another thing. Not only the state lawsuit that he's attached to, a lot of stuff monetarily is going to be affecting him, which would cause probably them to lose Akademiks TV. That would have to come down, and they might be banned from, getting sponsorships from any gambling sites, any gambling ads, and everything else. Now, he's also said record companies have paid him money before in the past. Yeah, so Look, these people got to understand something. When you want to get yourself in a position to do something, do something well. If you're going to get yourself in a position to do something, do it well. No, these dudes don't understand. It's only going to get worse because these guys are going to flip. So now Drake is going to say, I have no attachment to that. But if they're going to look at all the messages, text messages, all of it, that this George Wynn and these other two guys are, and they're in Australia, they will roll over on Akademiks in a heartbeat. Oh, yes, sir. They would do that in a heartbeat. What's up, my member for 7 months? It depends. If 5150 wanted to interview me, I damn sure would do it. No jumper, no. That's out of the question. Now, yeah, we're both from the Taylors. So we're from Robert Taylor homes. Me and Corey Holcomb, we're from the Taylors. So well, it's like being from Queensbridge Projects. He's in like the 50s. He's like from 52. His building is like 52. So he's on 52nd Street. I'm from 4101. I'm from 41st Street. So our building was 4101. The closest building we had is 4037 and 4022. Those three are around us. The red buildings. Our buildings was red. I don't know. I think his might have been red or might have been the white buildings. I don't know. So even though we're all from the Robert Taylor homes, he's from a whole nother building that I probably wouldn't know his guys. He probably knows some of the guys I know, but he's older than me. So but yeah, we it's the same commonality. Now, here's the news. Now that all of this has been laid out, Charlemagne was breaking it all down because he knows what's going on. Now you might say, well, what does this got to do with Hov? I'm hearing all these names, but what's going on here? Hov is the one. Desiree Perez is the one that's really pushing this, y'all. That lawsuit against Akademiks. Do you remember when Meg Thee Stallion was suing the other creator? And she won that $59,000 lawsuit for defamation. And Rock Nation spent like about $600,000-$700,000 just to win that. And they deposed Akademiks for hours and hours, just probing him, kept irritating him and doing all that. He thought that was over. No, that was just to get the access to do all that. You will be called upon because next time you'll have to defend yourself in another type of lawsuit that's going to be way different. Those investigators got a lot of help from Rock Nation, buddy. And once Drake's name has been involved in this whole gambling scandal and everything else, now you finna really see. Are you kidding me? No way. No way. You serious?
So Australia is going to be different. And I think that's why George is panicking. They tried to set it up like Charlemagne was panicking. Whole time, they're the ones freaking out because they still don't know where these investigators are coming from. This is why it's so ridiculous when they try to blame Rock Nation. Why are you trying to blame Rock Nation?
Because Rock Nation's behind it. They're full speed ahead. You think that girl got back into this lawsuit just out of the blue? She's got backing now. How much you want to bet Alex Spiro and them is right behind it? Oh, I smell the plan. They finna do damage to this toxic culture with these guys who've been out here spreading all this BS. Like, these dudes' times are up. All these happy dad bastards, they finna get all you fake conservatives and all that. Yeah, they finna come for you. A lot of y'all during this election. Yes, sir. Y'all in trouble. Oh, you been influencing votes? Okay. Here we come.
You think Jay-Z is going to send investigators to Australia over a Twitter account? And because of the things that you guys might be...
They don't have to go to Australia, dog. It's the feds. Okay? They have laws there that extend for crypto and everything else, brother. So let me tell you something. They don't have to do what you just said. This is the federal government. So that's the United States. And they work with Interpol, interconnection, cyber crimes, everything. So don't think all that, I got a Swiss bank account stuff, don't work no more.
Be responsible for. I think higher and more legal entities are attacking y'all or investigating y'all for different purposes that you don't want people to know about, involving crypto and maybe hidden agendas. Let's keep it going.
I was told that there could be illegal gambling laws, it could be money laundering statutes, it could be wire fraud, it could be conspiracy charges, it could be potential campaign or advertising disclosure violations. This is what I'm hearing. So when I see somebody say they don't want their picture out there, and they're afraid of being attached to crypto, saying things like their home getting invaded, that sounds like some panicking to me, buddy.
Ooh, the walls are closing in. Yeah.
Yep, those walls are closing in. George Wynn is like a 300-pound Filipino that the investigators got photos, been trailing him all through Australia.
Oh, no, I was minding my business. I called Ack to give him a heads up to what was coming. And for whatever reason, his man, George, decided to go at me and start flipping on me and then told on Ack quick. Ack, I'll send you these text messages.
I do think that they were quick to blame Charlemagne. I think they were very quick to assume that he was responsible for everything that was happening to them because he was the one to warn them. A lot of people think that Charlemagne has something to do with this, but we're going to play a clip right now where it shows that they have been investigated before Charlemagne was even involved. And this is why I don't think that Charlemagne has anything to do with these private investigators going to Australia, looking into them and their whole debacle.
Just if you need it, Mac, if you want to see for yourself, if you want to see how your man said that you told him to take the gloves off, okay? If you want to see for yourself, I just don't understand why he would be out here saying he doesn't want his picture out because he doesn't want to be say the wildest shit about people. The difference between me and you is I don't give a fuck what you say about me, but you care about what I say about you, George. Why don't you want to be connected with crypto? Now I need to know more. Okay?
And it's going to be worse. The more that this carries on, I think people are going to realize that they are responsible for a lot more shit that people are leading on. Now, another thing too, right, that Charlemagne was saying was that he has nothing to do with this. Let me play the clip that I was talking about. I don't think that Charlemagne has anything to do with any of this investigation because we have a call with Akademiks and George Dwin and this alleged woman, which I am assuming is an investigator, talking to George Dwin. And the person reacting to this is Aiden Ross, where he starts to realize that this is a lot more serious than they thought. We're going to play the clip right now.
Stand here. Have you never heard of a social media?
Is that blurry?
What the fuck? Skip to 1 hour, 9 minutes.
What about the other chat bros who work with you and have worked with you?
Wait, what?
I'm friends with Aiden Ross and Drake. I hire 100 interns. Chat.
I'm friends with Aiden Ross and Drake. I've hired 100 interns. Apparently, this is George Dwin talking.
Whoa, whoa!
Bros? I only go by chat niggas.
I'm not.
Wait.
I'm not saying that word. So.
Who is that?
And you know that we've talked to them already.
I mean, the fact that George Nguyen is an Asian or Vietnamese man, and he's coming out here and saying, only refer to me as this and not chat bros, is pretty crazy, man. And Akademiks is entertaining this shit. Oh, my God.
Right?
Blur, you're Grand Wizard?
What?
You know.
What? Oh, I'm the other Grand Wizard. No, there's no way, Coffin.
Yo, who's
Blurry
the
is
wife
not
so
Grand
look at the chat niggas, man? Hold on.
There's literally no way Blurry's Grand Wizard.
Tell you.
Yo, by the way, yo, ma'am, whoever you are, I don't train my AIs to say the word nigga. That's not in our
But
vernacular.
how the fuck academics know? Like, I'm so
I don't train them
confused.
to do that. They're
Grand
usually
Wizard.
politically correct.
Like, why
Candy.
is Blurry in the
And if they ever
academics
say this in my
call?
voice.
Like, what the hell?
In the article that we had read in the recent video, right, when we were discussing this, Akademiks tried to play it off like this guy is AI. Clearly now there's pictures of him. He's not AI. This is a real individual being investigated by real people. And now they're freaking out because their piss poor excuses are not going to work anymore.
Hold on. Now, my nigga Blurry have making big moves. I see you, Blurry.
Wait.
It seems like you don't have anything.
Yo, always reacting to a video.
Yo, Cuff. Grand Wizard's text me. He said, Aiden, they're outside my house, 3 cars.
Oh, God.
I'm gonna call him. I'm calling Grand Wizard.
Nigga, don't that nigga say in Australia?
How the fuck they got his audio?
Outside his house, 3 cars pulled up outside his crib.
Right. I know you know we've had them, right? Because I in fact I'm certain you know that.
Bro, Cuff, look him out of bro. I ain't gonna lie, this is getting bad. Look him out of text you, bro.
Give me the.
This shit's actually going out right now, look.
What happened? Show me.
Look, bro.
By the way, chat. They've been talking.
This is where they streaming?
Use.
I'm not clicking on no Crusader
It's
shit,
called
bro.
social media management. Stop assuming things.
Wait, are you saying you hire people to bot for you, or that you have hire people to you guys meet in Discord and talk about these campaigns?
Wait, I'm being accused of this too. Listen, I gotta call Drake.
And have been
They think that Drake bots and Steak and Kick pay people to slander people.
And I know
What?
that-
I like Kick Champ, bro. If I go down, you're going down with me on God.
You do.
Oh, shit. It is serious. This shit is real. This shit is real.
Nobody works at my
This
direction.
shit is real.
So how the fuck?
It is real. And they started to realize this is not a joke anymore. And then Ada Ross is getting texted by Grand Wizard, by Akademiks TV, by George Dwin, and he's saying, holy shit, let me call Drake. Obviously, the chain of command goes from Grand Wizard, Akademiks, and Aiden Ross, and then it moves up to Drake. And
these fools are exposing themselves in real time. So Jay is sitting back and he's going to let all of this implode on Drake. Now, Drake has got pulled in because of Akademiks and Aiden Ross. And Jay is going to sit back like, see, I told y'all I'm on a different type of chart. It's a murder mystery game. I think that most people just don't get it. That how serious this really is, though, on a real talk. This is serious. Like, they don't understand this is not a game. See, they think that they keep doing this. He's like, oh God, I gotta call Drake so everybody can lawyer up, because they don't realize how serious this really is. They think it's a joke. So now they've been playing games and all that stuff with Meg Thee Stallion and Tory Lanez. Well, all that stuff Akademiks was doing. Oh, you think they gonna let that go? Oh no. They ain't begun to get through with Akademiks yet. He in the crosshairs. And he thinking that everything is sweet. Jay ain't through with you by sight. He gonna get medieval on your ass. Aiden Ross, all of y'all who got to kick up the commands to Champagne Sloppy. That's how he know. That's how he know. How you think Charlamagne got the information? Angela Rye told him Desiree Perez and them, they all know. They got feds on speed dial over there, bro. They all know. It ain't a murder mystery game. They know. Oh, he need a humbling, and it's coming. I told these people early in the game, I said, listen, this is it. These people aren't ready for what we got coming. They think it's all fun and games. Hee ha ha, hee ha ha. But these puppets are falling. You know why? Look at Adam 22 going broke. Adam 22 just had to cancel the whole live show. You know why? Because he thought he resonated live going on, streaming, going out on the road and doing a TV show because he popping on the internet. Oh, I'm popping on the internet. I get 100,000 views on the internet, so they're gonna want me out there. They don't care about you. It's redundant. People got to understand something. The no jumper show that they was doing, once that got canceled, they got a bunch of dead weight around. They tired of this. Interviewing gangbangers, trying to incite violence, talking to porn stars, trying to create more fake violence, and getting everybody locked up. Meanwhile, Adam 22 get all the money. So then he started to go way too fast, bringing all these shows on, thinking he was going to be this big conglomerate podcast show when he's just a degenerate. Sexual deviant and degenerate. And now all the rest of these dudes is falling by the wayside. Just like we told y'all this was going to happen. Now all these puppets is falling down. Now, here's the big problem. You know, it's crazy that this man would create basically a fake divorce narrative so that him and his wife can go through this whole process and it can save his company, and she wants half of his thing. He wants to be famous so bad and want to be popular. And it's a shame. This is where we at now. All right, the Adam and Wack 100 show. Wack 100, another just good to be a side Negro. I'm a manager. I do, I take care of business. I manage. Who the hell do you manage? Yo, fat ass just sit up there talking about you a goddamn manager. Bubblegum, Brillo face, sitting over there talking bullshit all day, like he gangbanging in the streets. Dude, you made no money gangbanging on no damn street. You was in a trucking business and you stole from your uncle, got into some construction. You start making your money the legit way. You weren't transporting no pounds. You wasn't doing none of this. None of it. After you went to jail, to prison, you came back and you were straight. Now, why they try to glorify that life? Don't give me your phone number. Talking about I don't know you. Man, I was standing there right next to this dude. Ray J was there. Floyd and Ray J wasn't talking at this point. It was like right around that point, and they were like pissed, but everybody was still kind of cool. Floyd just like, I ain't tripping. I just ain't finna deal with the homie. So we was just all on the separate side of the room. And then Ray J was like, man, I tried to talk to him, man. He ain't trying to holler at me right now, man, but I'ma talk to him. And then Wack was there like, man, if he want to get down, we can get down. He can get real funky. After he was just kissing Floyd's ass just 25 minutes earlier. That told me all I needed to know. That told me all I needed to know. 25 minutes earlier, you was over there trying to be his goddamn bodyguard. man, if you ever need like some extra, security or something, y'all don't have enough guys, I got the guys. Come on, man. So the fact that you and Floyd got cool after the fact was ridiculous. And I was like, champ, what you doing? Like, you got cool with this dude? Because I ain't never had a problem with Wack. So I called him up and interviewed him. And he was like, me and him talked before we did the interview. Then after we did the interview, Akademiks told him, don't ever go up there. That guy hate me. Don't do that no more. I'm going to cut you off. And then that's when he started flipping on me. Because Akademiks told him. And I was like, oh, I thought you was using Akademiks. Because I was like, he a mule. No, he's a great businessman. He's smart. He's a real smart man. And he's like, Akademiks is on three-way like a hoe, listening to the conversation. I was like, so I a girl got her girl on the other line. I'm like, this is girl shit. I know when somebody on the line because of the way you talking, fool. He's a wonderful man. He does this. I mean, dog, he's literally saying this to me on the phone. I'm like, dude, you cutting a promo for him? I said, to me, he ain't shit. And for you to be taken up for a guy like that, you supposed to be a big dog. You older than him. You running behind a little nigga. What's wrong with you? So while I'm saying this to him, next thing you know, he called me back later in the day, and he was Cash Jones. It was no more Wack 100. It was Cash Jones. And he was, yeah, man, hey, man, that's how it is. This business is messed up. Yeah, bro, man. Yeah, well, yeah, just holler at me, man. We'll talk. He was real calm. It was beautiful. I'm like, man, I'm out going on a date right now. Me and the girl, we finna have dinner. I'll talk to you, later on tonight or something when I get back. And then everything will be everything. We could wrap this up. He was like, all right, cool. Well, none of this. Wow, rah, 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 rah. It was none of that. I wish I had that on tape. I was driving when he called. So I was like, man, if I'd have had that on tape and y'all have heard that version of Wack, this whole character that he do on the show, y'all would have a whole new understanding of Wack 100. I had to check to make sure it was him. I'm like, wait a minute, hold on. Where's all that rah-rah? That was gone. So after this took place, right, he was trying to be cool. He flips out again like, I don't know you, don't talk to me and all that. I'm like, whoa. Now you back on some dumb, hey, look, man, I don't know what your game is. But first of all, you ain't gonna talk to me like that. Don't ever speak to me like that again. Then just lose my number. I'm like, dude, I don't need to call. What? I don't need to call you. Like, who the hell are you? You a worker. I thought you was using him. I thought you was using Akademiks to get what you want, like using him like because he's a mule. So he's like, okay, I'm just gonna use this fool. But now I see he paying you. You the damn employee. You gave me your number because you was like, hey man, if you need something, I'm a manager and you look like you could. You thought I was a damn rapper. Yeah, because you rap. He's like, yeah, because you in music or something, because you kind of got the look. I'm like, I don't look like no goddamn rapper. Because he saw my 40-inch gold chain I had on the ropes thing, and I had on my gold watch. I had on a gold Movado, and I just sat back, but I wasn't no damn rapper. He thought I was a rapper. Threw the whole thing out of whack. Now, here's the kicker. that makes this whole thing go up. Maul gonna sit back and just get his little money because he ain't associated with none of these fools. He's not associated with Akademiks and none of them. His only loyalty is to Drake. That's his only connection. So Maul gonna be all right, but he's also gonna be out of the loop. When all these people running around with their little bags, but Maul is like, we know how to get to the bag without being completely stupid. Y'all gonna be stupid. Akademiks want to be famous so goddamn bad. Maul don't give a damn about being famous. He just want to sit there and get as fat as hell. That dude gonna die with a chicken bone in his mouth. Well, Wack is mad because I told him, I'm like, dog, you still mad at Tupac for taking your wife? You mad at a man that been dead for 30 years, man. What's wrong with you? You talking about Tupac all the time? You mad Pac had your wife? She only with you because you a ball like Tupac. And me and his wife is best friends. We talking about going into business together. And you broke up with her for some Instagram, some social media thought. Trying to impress a broke chick. And you got a wife with business acumens and all that. I'm like, man, your wife is way better than them. And she was going to fuck me just to get back at you. And I'm a letter. These people are clowns. All these people, girls running, these women they know what make y'all mad. They come in there and do anything. They know how to make y'all mad. Oh, it's going to get even worse for these fools. Because, see, all of this doggone... That's right. It's going to get even worse for these fools. Everybody who's out there, who's watching the narratives, watching the show, watching how it all plays out, everybody out there is running scared now. They don't want no parts of it. They don't want none of the smoke. Wack getting fatter, laying back, money drying up. Now they trying to do this little celebrity boxing thing, make some money off that. That shit ain't making no money. They don't want to see it. I mean, all of this stuff is garbage, you know, like all of this, Dean the Great and Adrian Broner crap. It's like, dude, this is nonsense. They was like, man, did you see Adrian Broner in that? I'm like, no. And that's because all them people who was watching Adam 22 and all that stuff, that stuff is dead now. They moved on to other people. You too grown for that. You too grown for the ignorance. So of course they're gonna cancel your live shows. You're not big like that. You have no cachet. Dude, you was a skateboard dude who tried to come into the hip hop space, but then you're like talking to sleazy strippers and Instagram models and just whores and gangbangers. It's like, dude, I don't, that's not That's not my mode. I don't want to hear them. And then you're going to run out of gas. Then you just got weirder and weirder. Man, this wife ain't divorcing him. Like I told you, this stuff is like, you don't even have to pay attention to it. You just keep scrolling past it because you're going to get no real news out of it. Remember Shark had the show and all that? And the show was supposed to go a whole nother way and it didn't. Most of these dudes are tricks. They trick their money on women for a reason. But yeah, these fools went and called Drake.
He just revealed this on a live stream. This is crazy. This is somebody that we've talked about on this channel. There's a man by the name of Eddie Cumberpatch. He's already expressed that he needs Clippers. He pays Clippers to make people go viral. And apparently they've doubled down the money that they get paid to work for them. And in this video, they explained this also.
So how the fuck I get this? Was October 2025. Investigators went to George's house.
Yeah.
They're on stream listening to the investigators at George's house. Axe says that somebody from Kendrick's team pressed him and told him they had private investigators on him. The age,
October of 2025. This is way before Charlemagne. Charlemagne has nothing to do with this investigation. At first, they were trying to say that it was Kendrick's team, and now they're trying to say that it's Charlemagne and Rock Nation, which clearly they have no idea who's investigating them. And now at this point, they're too.
The people that's investigating them are the feds. Desiree Perez got the feds active, buddy. Plus, everybody else in the political party from Angela Rye and all of those people are investigating these people because these guys are influencing the Republican Party and people to basically lobby for votes for Republicans. So the Democratic Party is definitely watching every move that these guys been doing, thinking they're being paid by Republican candidates from Trump and all of these other guys. So they're definitely paying attention to Schultz, who's sitting right next to Charlemagne. And also, Aiden Ross, Akademiks, and that George Wynn and all these guys and saying, okay, this is the guy with the money. And that's how they got on to him because they're following the money. So before it got into the hands of Charlemagne, believe me, they got more. This dude, George Wynn, is already talking. And he's already told them, Drake and Akademiks gave him the go-ahead. First, Akademiks took it as a joke. Ha, ha, ha. They ain't gonna have nothing. Now they know it's real.
Scared for the jokes. They're panicking. It's been exposed that he is getting paid.
Steal the Clippers from Twitch. It's like, hey, just give me a budget, give me a number. I want all the Clippers. And he was looking for all.
Since Drake came out with that album, I've been telling y'all. And now it's reached the likes of Charlemagne and people to this higher echelon. I'm telling you, man, it's getting serious.
But basically he bought like a bunch of Clippers. So he has all the Clippers.
I'm going to just say it. The truth is, no one just goes viral. Everybody's doing mass clipping. Like all the streamers and everything, they pay Clippers.
Have y'all been noticing like less clips? You know what happened? All the Clippers, they sold out. You niggas work for Eddie.
And I said to Eddie, I said, listen, let's steal the Clippers from Twitch. It's like, hey, just give me a budget, give me a number. I want all the Clippers. And he was looking for everyone. Tell him, pay him double.
Yep, that's me. I'm Eddie.
I've been trying to tell people about him forever, man. This is crazy how it's reached this point. The whole operation is being exposed on a grand level. It's not just people who've been investigating it like me and you. It's people now that are in these platforms that have a larger platform that they started messing with. And now they're looking into these things. But the problem is that this is still not Charlemagne that's responsible for these investigations. They still don't even know who's investigating them. But Charlemagne could tell you by his assumption, by his guess, it could be because you guys are doing something that you're not supposed to. Rather it's the smear campaigns, the disclosures of you getting paid for doing.
It's all of it. Smear campaigns, all of this, pay for clicks, all of that nonsense. It's coming around all full circle. So now Charlemagne is like, oh, you guys are coming at me. I'm not the one who's doing it. So now that Akademiks TV put all this out, this is where it's getting all bad. Well, a lot of people say their careers are over, or they trying to do something that they shouldn't do. Come on, please. Adam 22 is losing money, and because he's losing money, everything is going downhill. Nothing is going upwards. And when you start moving in that light, you've already done damage to yourself. So now he's basically like, dude, you're going to bring unnecessary problems to yourself, Akademiks, if you keep spreading these narratives and doing like smear campaigns on Charlemagne. That's why he stopped once he realized, oh, Charlemagne was telling me the truth. Like, he wasn't lying. Like, these people, it ain't him. And that's why he's like, dog, aiming at me ain't going to do nothing for you. You aiming at me, that's only going to expose you even more. Shouts out to the Ville and everybody in there, man. Hopefully everybody saw my stars video here on YouTube. We did that for y'all. Drake has 1 billion streams, but not trending on YouTube Music. Retail stores are not playing it. The show will prove if it is real. Oh, the shows when he go on tour, it's not real. He'll have some people in the crowd, but he ain't gonna sell out. You think he can get a stadium and they gonna load up to go see Drake? Nah. They gonna skip that, bro. Believe you me. They skipping that, bro. Dude just put out what, like 48 songs? And only people talking about is 2, maybe 3. This is worse than the no-kill one. I'm like, damn. Dude trying to get out his deal. I heard he's trying to get his own imprint and go on Sony. And he only did the whole lawsuit thing because he wanted to see the deal Kendrick had and see how Kendrick structured it so he can do the same thing for himself. Because he couldn't believe Kendrick made all that money off one album. because Kendrick is getting the bulk of the revenue. Kendrick was selling physical copies at the stadium, and they were selling out, meaning vinyl and CDs, right along with T-shirts, merch, everything. They were making millions off of merch. Everything was off the shelf. I was lucky to get a damn shirt. Drake album was so bad it made me go back to GNX to get my mind right, to hear what hip hop was really like. I'm like, oh, thank you, God. Whew, hip hop. Whew, okay, there we go. Man, put the hard part 6 on. There we go. I told you, all they money funny because they forget the main part of the whole deal. The people. They look at those numbers and try to get the numbers to validate them, and it don't. The numbers don't validate you, sir. The people do. And that's why Lucian Grange is in control. I challenged Akademiks to a fight, and they said no. When he get the courage up for that, then we can do that. And he ain't gonna want to do it. No, they pay to play. But look, think about it. They were like, he's been on the top of the charts for 3 weeks. There's nothing out. Let's see him chart for 22 weeks. What rap album is out? We come from an era where there would be 4 or 5 rap albums dropped on the same day. I had Foxy Brown, Mobb Deep, Redman. I had everybody coming out on the same day. I had Busta Rhymes. I had everybody like releasing in the same month, same day, everything. Well, like he said, it's not going to do anything for you. This is why the mainstream entertainment world don't want anything to do with Akademiks. You know, because he's looked at as low tier. So they don't really want him in that space. Like the upper echelon people, they won't deal with him. This is why he can only deal with like these syrupy rappers and stuff like that. They be, yo, it's Akademiks. That's why they use him to promote their syrup rapper. Because nobody real in the game will ever deal with him. But if the real people like get wind of him, he's eliminated. He's irrelevant. He's out the game. Lotto drop. Again, exactly what I said. What, she dropped the baby? All right, 3 albums, 3 cup coasters. Right, like, dog, do you even want to be in there? These people have been running the same scam on y'all for years, and y'all keep letting it go. That's the part I don't understand. Y'all keep letting this go. I'm like, do y'all realize what these guys doing, man? They've been playing this same game on y'all for years. Charlemagne had already told y'all, like, look, I was trying to look out for the guy. I did that to a dude, man. I tried to help him out. I said, well, let me look out for him. He thought I was trying to hate on him. Yeah, man, look, he want to be the only one with the bit. See, man, yeah, man, look at him trying to cock block. Nah, I'm good. I said, oh, okay, no problem. Do what you want. I'm like, one, I know this chick because I slept with her like 10 years ago. I'm like, I was trying to help you out because I know what type of chick she is. This is why I'm not with this chick no more. She's drama. And you're not going to want to deal with her. She is involved in so much drama. It's unnecessary how much drama she get herself into and be like, I don't know why they keep starting with me. I'll be like, why the hell are you in their business? She my friend, and I'm a rep for my friend. I'm going to be there. I'm like, well, friend or not, that's her and her man's problem. And y'all supposed to be there when he knocked your ass out. And I'm supposed to go rolling in the dirt with him because he knocked your ass out. When he 100% right, you shouldn't be in our business. I'll be like, you're right. You shouldn't be in their business. I'm like, look, I ain't buy these clothes to start rolling around in the dirt with this. I'm like, this shit costs too much money. I did not go shopping and say, oh, this looks good for me to go rolling around in the dirt in. Fighting some damn Grammy. No way. It's not gonna happen. Not on my watch. That's why I'm like, are they kidding themselves? The jig is up my ass. If Jay-Z dropped an album, which I think he just finna put out this Reasonable Doubt, they mad at him about some Target stuff. Like, yeah, on Target, the boycott of Target, this is what happened. We was boycotting Target. And look what he did. Like, what'd he do? That's what I'm trying to tell you, man. These people, right?
And we know this is true. This is all.
These people don't know any of this.
You go watch the next one. Now, this whole Akademiks / Akademiks TV versus Charlemagne thing has gotten very interesting. Now, from what we know, Akademiks TV and also Akademiks himself has basically waged an online war against Charlemagne. After Charlemagne refused to give up his sources to Akademiks, when he told Akademiks that his man's Grand Wizard was being investigated by somebody, Akademiks went back to Grand Wizard to tell him, hey, bruh, this is what I got from Charlemagne. They're taking pictures of you outside of your crib. So do with that information what you must. So as you guys saw, Grand Wizard went on Akademiks TV. He's been going in on Charlemagne. It's a whole smear campaign against Charlemagne on that page, which is basically his response, thinking that Charlemagne is working with the people that's investigating him. Now, there's a couple parts that Akademiks did not reveal to the audience last week. Akademiks did not reveal to the audience last week that Charlemagne told them, yo, Grand Wizard and the other guy that works for you, they're basically snitching on you, Akademiks. They're working against you. Grand Wizard and your other mans has pretty much told investigators that, hey, I get my orders from Akademiks and Drake. All the smear campaigns, all the nasty stuff that I post about certain artists and certain people, those are direct orders from Akademiks and Drake. Now, for whatever reason, Akademiks did not disclose that information to his audience last week.
Let me hear that. Because what came across our desk was the same information, but not that. It just was like this spreadsheet that was like, yo, DJ Akademiks takes money from music people and media people and, you know, political people. And also they take money to spread false narratives about folks, like do these smear campaigns and things of that nature. And that wasn't even what I was really calling them to get a heads up on, because Ak will tell you himself. Ak was like, yeah, I take money to, you know, from music people. Like that's not a secret. The political stuff he said he didn't know anything about. Whatever. The reason I called Ak, and Ak said, I think that he asked me who was behind it, and I said I couldn't tell him. That's not true. I said I don't know, but I would find out. But what I did tell him was that these three individuals, Carson McCoy, another guy named Alex Ocha, and George Nguyen. How you pronounce it, Chris? It's a Vietnamese name. Nguyen.
Win is the closest, yeah.
George Nguyen. He's that's Grand Wizard chat nigga, and he is from Australia. What we were told was the Carson kid and George were getting investigated, got pressed by investigators, and cooperated.
No, not Grandy.
And told and
not
said that they get their marching orders from Akademiks and Drake. I don't know if this is true. I don't know if it's not true. I'm just
Grandy's Vietnamese?
What? Is he? He lives in Australia. Yo, I sent Ak the pictures they sent us of him, and Ak goes, who is this? And I go, they say this is the George Grand Wizard chat nigga dude. And then he was like, what? I thought he was skinny. And so I guess when he sent Grand the pictures, you know, Grand confirmed, like, yeah, man, I got these pictures sent to me, you know, a few months ago. So I was just calling Ak to give him a heads up. And I said, yo, you might need to watch the people around you. Because sometimes, man.
No, Grandy.
Listen, sometimes
He's hilarious, though.
I don't know. But sometimes you be in business with people and aren't fully aware of all the things that they may be doing. I saw there's this guy in Australia. He wrote an article called
Pure Rahman.
Kishore Napir Rahman apparently have been doing this story. Like he writes for like a newspaper out there in Australia. So apparently this was a big deal. Like they came to Grand Wizard's house, aka George Nguyen, and was talking to his parents and was talking to him. And this is all allegedly him and the dude Carson were cooperating and just told them, hey, we do these things because of these two individuals, you know, Akademiks and Drake. Once again, I don't know if this is true or not. I just decided to tell Ak what the hell was going on, right? So also, Ak told me that Carson...
So they're rolling on, according to this, they're rolling on Ak.
Who's rolling on that?
The Grandy and then the other person.
They just said that they're cooperating, and they said that the two people they get their marching orders from was Akademiks and Drake.
But are they so they're cooperating against?
That's what it sounded like to me.
And we know this is true, or this is all alleged right now.
I'm just showing you what they said. They said it's been an investigation.
Now, it doesn't stop there. Stick with me, you guys. There's also...
Now, I don't know why Akademiks plays this game. Charlemagne is the guy that was in your corner the most. Charlemagne was the guy that always had your back, always was sticking it there, gave you a chance when he got his show on like MTV or BET or whatever. They gave him a show, and he hired everybody on Twitter who had no business of running a TV show. He hired all those people because they were less costly and they weren't even union. These are people off Twitter and the internet, and he hired Akademiks and said, hey, let's get Akademiks. So he grabs Akademiks, bring him along, and said, well, this ought to work. So they bring Akademiks along, and the producer said, we don't like him. And they had to get rid of him. Well, that's the thing. When you come up pretty much with nothing out of the situation, you know, that's what it is. You know, you look at some of the biggest disasters that had ever been formed, and you saying, "All right, look, all these people try to do what they can to disrupt or to keep face. Like Rick Ross is broke. He's going broke, just like everybody else could see. Everybody's faking it to a certain degree. And when I mean broke by their standards. You know, it's all of these taxes that's going to come back to bite you. And he's just not popping like that, which meaning that he ain't going to be able to move no products. And if you can't move any products no more, then you're no use to him. You the sham wild guy. I didn't want to embarrass some people, but it was some guys that was hanging around that was completely broke, that were multi millions. And Floyd was like, I ain't gonna be like that. I remember Floyd was telling us, he's like, man, I ain't gonna never be like that. He was like, and Floyd was like, I paid for him to be here. He's like, I told him, come on, man, I got you. Just come on out. You know, so he can, you know, have that feeling again back when he's like, man, this dude used to have a mansion. He had a swimming pool with like boxing gloves in it and everything, dog. He had it all. He was like, when I saw him, man, I was a little kid. Man, I was like, I'm gonna be just like him, man. I'm gonna get all that. And to see where he at now, man, and you know, he could barely take care of himself. You know, it was very painful and hurtful for him to watch. I know. They're trying to do their very best rendition of trying to sabotage, but when you figure it all out, you'll understand what it is when you see it. No, hell no. If you look at a situation that goes off the grain, right, and you see people, they going off the grain, they doing things they ain't supposed to do, they getting, you know, these deals that's not productive in any type of way, shape, or form, and they just pulling everybody down. You got to start asking yourself the reasons why. And this goes back 2 years ago when he's saying he's fighting MAGA because MAGA was the ones coming after him. Well, Trump was going after everybody, but he was really mad and going after Jay-Z and had those people. So Jay was fighting MAGA. He's not worried about a rapper. He's fighting against MAGA. All right, Nikki Haley, Fannie Willis, all of these people who botched the case. Pain at the pump. Why I didn't hear that pain at the pump when Trump was there? But it is what it is. Well, 2 years ago, they were trying to run plays where they would departure certain roles, and when all these diversity roles started to disappear about 2 years ago in Hollywood. Now, movies weren't being as diverse as they used to be. So they start making changes. Oh, 100%. So now you start to see people play their hand in their positions before things can get to the level where other people will understand it. So when it's election time, oh, he didn't want to understand what was happening. They came up with every lie in the book. When Drake dissed Jay-Z, it was only setting the stage for his own demise and exit. You know, when he went up against Nicki and did what he did, that only, that kind of shook the room a little bit and shook the box. You know, everybody's like, okay, all right, the box is shaking now. What's in it? Kevin Hart, man, made things worse for himself. So a lot of people get in their own way and block their own blessings. Why would Jay do that? Jay's already making his money. Akademiks is somebody who's going to put himself in a position where he's going to have to answer for things that's outside of his pay grade. And this is the problem people have with him. He got himself involved. Well, they want to be stars. Like Akademiks is a nobody. But he wants to be a star. So when you want to be a star and you're trying to force the narrative, you're creating a plight that people don't realize because he's never been a star before. If Akademiks was a star, he'd be on BET. He would be involved with the NBA. He's not involved in any of these platforms. You know why? Because they don't like him. He's banned. He's banished and don't even know it. You know, Kai Cenat is somebody who's made it. He's at that A level. That's why he can get in movies like Scary Movie. He can get in on NBA courts and be that halftime show and do celebrity basketball game. Akademiks can't do these things. And he never will. Because they know they have levels to this. And you're not somebody they want to bring along at all. They don't like you. but you want to be a star and you feel that you are one. You're not. So he's trying to hold on to these gaming people so the gaming people can keep him in there. Well, we'll see what it is when it's all said and done. Why are these garbage trucks out here on fucking Friday? I'm like, wait a minute, it's Friday. I don't know, man. It's crazy out here. It's feeling real oppy outside. Man, just remember that these clowns put themselves in this position. He's a star in his basement. You got to remember these clowns put themselves here because they want to be famous so much, so bad. They will do anything, dog. They will sacrifice anything to be famous. It's pitiful. It's really pitiful. I'm like, dog, what would you do for a Klondike bar? This is what you want to do with your life? You want to be famous so bad? You want it this bad? Oh, this is Desiree Perez all the way. They've contacted them feds. They've already interviewed Akademiks before for the Megan Thee Stallion case. And then this fool recorded it and played it. The whole interview process, he played it on the internet. You think they didn't see that? So they don't like you anyway. And when Eazy-E said that line, that was true. I don't give a F about fame. I'd rather deal with the numbers than the mother effing name. Get me paid and then rap. Because it's only BS without money and jack. Because at the end of the day, did you get paid? Abada, 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 abada. Did you get paid? Abada, 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 abada. So at the end of the day, that's what they want to know. Did you get paid? Oh, yeah, Akademiks, he admitted he was wrong. Yeah, he admitted he was wrong. He was trying to she called me, Charlamagne, let's talk about it. Because now he know this is a real thing. And Akademiks is like, look, I ain't got nothing to do with this. Like, I don't get paid for no politician. I don't receive no money for that. That's all these other people. Don't throw me in it. Oh, yeah, it's good morning for you. It's about to be good night for me. That's because people don't ever understand the full plight of what they do. That's why I keep telling you, people never understand it. I'm well, Mr. Porter. Jay don't care about that. That's what I'm saying. Jay plays chess. He's focused on the tour, and he's making a classic release of Reasonable Doubt with some bells and whistles, merch, and this tour that he's doing. And he finna tour the Dynasty album. I mean, not the Dynasty album, but Blueprint. He gonna do Blueprint, and he gonna do Reasonable Doubt to celebrate the anniversary of these albums. So that's all he's worried about, selling out Yankee Stadium. Well, since that freestyle, that just sold out and made him open the third day for the show. It's not even about defending Jay-Z. It's about doing what's right. I heard Jay was working on something. Now, I ain't gonna sit here and hold you. The same way I told y'all he was finna diss Drake. Now, if you was on the Patreon, you know I already told you who was there and how I know that was gonna happen. Now, same person had worked with Jay in the past, said Jay is doing his mumble thing where he's just mumbling and bobbing his head. So he's probably in recording mode. And he knew a diss record was coming or shots that was going to be thrown at Drake. And he might have some more responses. Drake was not going to respond, as I told you. My sources told me Drake ain't going to respond. He was just trying to use the internet to say it was whack and get all these people to do slander campaigns on Jay-Z. And not respond to any of it. The only thing he wanted 100% And I mean 100%. Thank you. Sorry about that. The only thing Drake wanted to do was wait till these shows are over, because he's not going to say something and have Jay respond during his shows and help Jay sell out his shows. He ain't want to do that. Drake just going to chill and watch and let Jay get it all out. Then Drake will make a mixtape trying to get his fans back. Everybody, oh shit. Everybody was waiting. Everybody was waiting for man, every morning the damn bird running to the damn windows. It's like, haven't you figured out this is glass by now? Every day, same time, on the dot. He run right into the window. He go full speed ahead too. Ah! I know, man. So yeah, these boys are in big trouble. So we'll see how it play out. But I'm out, y'all. Don't forget to go to the Patreon, man. It's really finna be popping. It's been popping all week. But the Michael Jackson one has really broke the mold. Michael Jackson and Joe Jackson. I'm tired of this. He's a meanie. And something's got to be done about Joseph. Oh, man. Wait till y'all hear this, man. It's going down. Y'all going to love that one. Anyway, I'm out. Come on. It's showtime. It's me and you. Come on, Joe. Yeah, I see y'all over there, man.